Have you tried out the tapering feature in the Pfaff Quilt Expression 4.2? If not, I think you're going to be in for a surprise of how many options you have. But I think that's kind of true with Pfaff sewing machines and embroidery machines, is they always give us not just one option, but there's usually 3 or 4 or 10 more features that are kind of in layers, as I like to describe to some of my friends and customers. So let's talk about this. If you're on a straight stitch, by the way, the tapering menu is F1. You will not be able to go, you cannot taper a straight stitch. So let's go ahead and just start at a satin stitch. And if you touch F1, you will notice that we will see an option for a 45 degree. Now in each of these areas, there's a little corner that is darkened. And anytime you see a little corner in the right lower corner, you can touch and hold that feature and it will open up to something more. So this is that layer thing that if you touch and hold, you'll get more options. So how about at the beginning, let's have it taper 90 degrees. And then as we can do 45 degrees, but how about let's taper it also 90 degrees. And I still have the tie-off feature kind of on, so it's going to lock it at the beginning and in and cut it for me. It's kind of nice to have that feature. So what's nice with tapering is it will start with the tapering immediately, and then it'll start with the stitch that you've picked. And then as soon as you want it to activate the end taper, go ahead and touch the reverse button. It will taper. We have it so it will lock and it will cut, so without having to do anything. So what it's going to do is just give you that angle that you see. Now this is great if you're doing satin stitch applique because you can taper into small areas and points without having that big bulk as you're trying to turn corners. So let's just do one more time. Oh, and you can do decorative stitches too. So if you pick, let's see here, what were we playing with? Oh, let's just try something new. So how about stitch number 113? And if we turn on the tapering, we can just activate, let's just activate the 90 degrees, meaning just turning it on by darkening that. But if I wanted to change that angle, I sure could. So the nice thing is I could stitch as long as I want to. Oh, so this stitch isn't very wide, but that's okay. How about we'll make it wider after we finish the taper. This is going to put a really pretty, that's right, it's going to cut for me automatically because that's what I asked. Oh, how cute. Look at that. But what if we were to make this wider and maybe, yeah, let's just do that. Same thing. We'll taper it. Oh, yes. We won't make this very long. We'll just go ahead and activate it and we'll finish that little angle. So every stitch is going to taper a little different. And I think you can see the potential that you have with the tapering feature. When you want to turn it off, just go back in, touch the OK button to unhighlight the tapering feature, and then it'll be back to normal.